Jaipur's famous Pyaz ki Kachori. This was delicious when I went and visited the city, and I cannot get my mind over this. So today I'm preparing it and trying to recreate. These are 2 large potatoes, and I have got 3 large onions. I'm going to cut the potatoes and put it to steam, and I'm going to peel the onions and chop it. I'm not going to do a fine chop. I need the chunks to be seen so that we know it's Pyaz ki Kachori. Now there is a fresh masala which I'm going to grind. This is 3 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon each of cumin seeds and fennel seeds. I'm going to dry roast it and take it out and set it aside to cool down. Freshly roasted spices and the powder from that always enhances the taste of any such snacks. Now I am taking 3 cups of maida, which is all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of salt and about 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to rub the oil in the flour and salt mix so that it coats every little bits of the flour. This will make the kachori nice and crispy and flaky. So sort of like a pastry dough, but not that much oil. So once you can hold it and make a laddu and it will disintegrate, that's the texture you want. Add water little at a time and knead it to a nice and soft dough. Today I'm kneading the dough with my hands, but on a normal day I would like to do this on my stand mixer, and it's easier and it comes out really well with less effort. So you can see how soft the dough is. Now set it aside and let it rest. I have my potatoes which I've boiled. I've peeled them. The dry spices are cooled, and I'm going to make a coarse powder. I'm also going to go ahead and mash the potatoes. Here in a heavy bottom kadai, I'm taking about 4 tablespoons of oil, peanut oil, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of Kalonji, which is nigella seeds. It gives a great aromatic taste. Along with this, before the oil gets hot, I'm adding a tablespoon of chili powder and a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Roast it till you get a nice aroma. I've also added the roasted spices powder. Add about half a teaspoon of hing, which is a very prominent flavor in this kachori, and roast it for about 30 to 40 seconds. After which I'm adding about 4 tablespoons of besan. It is important to roast the besan very well. Initially you can see that it will become crumbly, and as you roast it for about 5 to 10 minutes, yes, 5 to 10 minutes, it's important so that the besan is cooked. You will see how much it cooks and becomes like a roux. Now add the onions and mix it well. Add salt to taste. I'm adding about a teaspoon and a half right now. Mix it well, and at this stage I'm going to cover and cook it so the onions can cook down and start to become soft. While the onions are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and mash the potatoes, and these are just 3 medium-sized small potatoes, and keep them ready. Now the onions have been cooking for about 3 minutes and it's becoming soft, not all together but a little soft. And here I'm adding about 1.5 tablespoon of Aamchur powder, and I'm also adding about half a teaspoon of garam masala powder. Again, cover and cook till the onions are soft. It will take about 2 minutes more. Now at this stage I'm going to add the potatoes. Now this masala has to be nicely spiced. It should be sour and it should be well balanced with salt. In Rajasthani cooking there is no sweet added, so if you would like you can add sugar, but you don't need to. I've tasted and I need a little bit more salt and sourness, so adding a little bit more of Aamchur powder. Mix it well, and at this stage I'm going to add a handful of fresh coriander leaves. Mix it again, and now I'm going to add one last ingredient. This is dry pudina powder. Now pudina leaf, whenever you get in good price, always dry it out in your countertop and store it. It comes very handy for masalas like this. Now I'm going to allow it to cool, and this is the masala after it's cooled down for almost about 2 hours. Add another round of fresh coriander leaves, and I'm going to make small ball the size of a ping pong. Now keep it aside in a plate. These are the stuffing for the kachori. Now taste before you prepare these balls. Make sure that the spice, the salt and the sourness is all well balanced. The dough has also rested for about 2 hours, and I'm going to portion out the dough into small ball. Again, the same size as a ping pong ball. I have about 13 ball of stuffing, and I'm going to portion out the dough into 13 portions as well. And make sure that the edges are sealed and the ball is nice and clean at the edges. This will help for us to spread it out like how I'm showing you and stuff the masala. Now keep the masala in the center, bring the sides to the center, seal it well and make sure you pinch it so that it does not open. If you need to use a drop of water to seal them well, you can go ahead and do that. Now just spread it slowly on the palm so that the stuffing is spread till the edges, and set it aside in a plate. I'm going to go ahead and prepare all of them. These Rajasthani kachoris are rather big. They are not small like the Lilwa kachori or the Matar kachori. They are very sumptuous. One kachori is a meal in itself. You can serve these kachoris with chutney, or you can open the center of the kachori, fill it with like chana, aloo, and put yogurt and make it like a Raj kachori as well. But the taste of this kachori is just amazing. So I'm going to prepare all these kachoris. I'm going to make the ball. I'm going to flatten it out just before I'm going to fry them. So I have about 11 kachori here, and I am also having the oil which is heating up. Now in case if you're not able to spread it out in the hand and do it like I showed you, you can always roll it out on the surface and stuff it the way I'm showing you in this video. After preparing these kachoris, they are also very good to go ahead and freeze if you want to use it at a later time. But today I'm just going to fry up all of them. And I have about 11 of them here. Now the kadai is heating up, and it should be on a low medium flame so that these kachoris can fry on a moderate temperature so that it is very well roasted and crisp from inside out. The stuffing is moist, so it is important to fry it at a medium low heat, and steadily you will see that it'll rise up and it'll fluff up as well. While frying the kachori, it's important not to overcrowd the kadai, and these kachoris are big, like you see. These are almost the size of a puri, and if you put too many, it will not help in crisping up the kachoris itself. So take your time, do 2 to 3 maximum at a time, and roast them till they are nice and crisp. You can always do the fork test. Just rub it on top of the surface. It should be nice and crispy. It should not be soft. Just take out one at a time to make sure that each and every one gets a full chance to crisp up from the inside out. So these kachoris are very satisfying, very filling, and absolutely delicious. Some of the halwai, the stores in Jaipur, were also doing double fry, wherein they would just put the kachoris first in high heat and take it out in just about a minute or two, which is called as flash frying. And then when it's time to serve, they will again refry them on a lower heat to crisp up, and that kachori stays crisp for a very, very long time. I'm not following that story today, but I'm just going to make sure that they are fried on a low heat till they are nice and crisp. Here is a whole bunch of kachoris that I fried, and I'm going to show you how I served it, exactly the way how I enjoyed it in Jaipur. So just crush it. You can see how nicely it crumbles. Top it up with a little bit of sweet chutney and a little bit of green chutney, and enjoy it on a nice and cold evening. Like and subscribe my channel, follow me on Instagram, and let me know how Pyaz ki kachori turned out for you.